What's up, YouTube? This is Brian Pfeiffer, marketingmeathead.com, and today this video is all about you. All right, welcome back. So happy 2020. This is my first video of 2020, and thank you so much for the support on this channel. I do appreciate it. I didn't want to get out a video this week. Last week I had kind of a party week in Miami for New Year's and got back, got a cold, and didn't have much of a voice for a couple of days, so no videos last week. But want to start fresh this week with a new video. But honestly, this video really is all about you. Okay, this video is kind of a personal video to you, and I'm asking you what you're looking for in 2020. Okay. This channel for me is not like a big money maker. In fact, I really don't make any money on it. In fact, I spend a lot of time, effort, and put a lot of good content out there for you, the viewer, and it's not a money maker for me. So I do this more of a hobby at this point. If it becomes something more down the road where it's obviously producing revenue, maybe it would make more sense to hire someone to edit my videos and maybe even film more of my videos and that kind of stuff. But right now, it just doesn't make any money, so I'm not spending money on videos that aren't really generating any revenue. But at the end of the day, I do enjoy putting out the videos. In fact, I look forward to coming up. I like doing stuff and then learning how to do stuff and then doing it and then applying it and seeing results and then showing you guys what I'm doing. And hopefully over the last I think I've been doing YouTube now for about 2 years. I've probably put out close to 400 videos. And hopefully you guys learned something. I mean, tell me in the comments below if there's, something that you picked up on this channel and you're applying to your business today. Because that's the goal here. Okay, my whole goal with this channel is to give and then, give you guys, the stuff that I'm learning and give it to you basically for free on this channel. Okay. So my question to you is, and this, this video is all about you. Okay, this is 100% a video I'm shooting for all my viewers out there. And my question is, I've been able to kind of steadily keep up with about 3 videos a week. Okay, if I could do more, I would, but that's really all my schedule allows me to do. Okay, I have a lot of businesses I'm running. In fact, just for some social proof, I'm going to flash up a couple things here on the screen for a campaign that we're running right now. We did about 26 grand in the last 3 weeks and about a 10K ad spend. Okay, so 16K in profit. This is our own product, by the way. It is a digital product that we are promoting on Facebook. Okay. But a very nice profitable job the last 3 weeks to close out the year, so that was pretty good. And it's profitable today. We had to go back and forth with Facebook banning the domain, and the ads kept getting disapproved. But we ended up getting a rep on the phone eventually. So this is a good story here about persistence. We got the domain off we caught that the domain was banned on the debugger, Facebook debugger. You can just Google it. And they were able to get the Facebook rep was able to get it off the ban list and got some ads approved, and we're out profitable. Okay, so that's just a little lesson on persistence. So don't give up. Okay, there was a time not too long ago where I got so many accounts banned and all my profiles shut down and all my business managers shut down, and I almost gave up on Facebook. Okay, I'm going to be shooting a video later this week about a campaign that I recently ran where I spent about $5,000 and brought in about $83,000 in revenue, something around there. But I can't go into super big details about that campaign because of my partner. He doesn't want me to, but I can give you some of the stuff that I've done that you can apply to your business. Okay, that's what I'll do with that. But get back on topic here. My question to you is, and make sure you leave me a comment below in this one if you could. The more comments and likes, if you haven't liked this video, make sure you like this video. The more comments and likes I get on all my videos, the faster my channel grows and the more people I can help. Okay, so the question is, in the comments below, please let me know if you would prefer to see me do one higher end quality video a week, okay, or maybe 2 kind of like mid-level type quality videos, or kind of stick with what I've been doing lately, which is like the 3 videos a week I'm kind of raw. I don't spend a lot of time editing these videos. Unfortunately, I don't have the time for that, and I'm still learning Premiere Pro. That's one of the things I'm still learning right now. So once I get better at that, maybe I could put a little bit more effort into even the 3 a week. I now use Camtasia, by the way, for my video editing. But my question is, would you rather see the one really, really good video a week that I put a lot of time and effort into, 2 medium level type videos, or 3 like good videos that are more, you just get more content. You're going to get more content this way with the 3 videos. So I'm curious to see what you guys say. I don't know the answer to that question. For me, it's not that big of a deal. Okay, I would, I'll do the 3 videos a week if that's what you guys want. If you prefer one really good video a week, then I'll put more time and effort into one really good video a week. Be honest with you, my channel grows, it's going to grow, okay? It's not like I have much control over the YouTube algorithm. You guys leave me comments, you leave me a like, that helps, okay? But I don't really have any control over if it's going to grow. I don't really run any paid traffic to my YouTube channel. It is growing nicely. I did go from, I think I hit 1,000 in January of 2019, and I'm almost at 2,600 less than a year later, right around a year later. So it's pretty good. That's about, compared to where I was when I first started, I basically doubled the growth, okay? So, if I can double the growth this year, well, then that should put me somewhere around like 6,000 by, next year around this time. So, hopefully, we'll see. I don't know. I do know that, I've been following a lot of other YouTubers out there, and I'm actually going to cut back on following some of the YouTubers. There's a number of guys in this past year that I've unsubscribed from. It's kind of funny when you unsubscribe from somebody. And don't unsubscribe from me. I'm not telling you to go do that, because I do put out valuable content, and I'm going to keep really good stuff coming to you, I promise. But I've noticed that when it's kind of like out of sight, it's out of mind. Okay, and there's been a number of guys that I used to follow in the crypto world. I went ahead and unsubscribed from all of them, and I don't see any crypto anymore on my. I don't see any more in my subscribe people. I don't see anything pop up about crypto. Nothing. Crypto is like non-existent on my on my channel, and then anywhere on my YouTube when I go on there, which is kind of good because I don't think about it. Okay, I don't. I was interested in crypto at one time when it was the hot thing, and I did talk about it on this channel, but I no longer talk about it, which is a good thing. Not sure if you heard, but I know a lot of the crypto guys have been getting their videos taken down or copyright strikes or something. I don't know, but there's a problem with crypto and YouTube right now. So I'm glad I'm no longer on that. In fact, all the videos I had related to crypto, I went ahead and archived on my channel. So can't even see them anymore because I don't want to get in trouble for something I don't even talk about anymore. So that is, that is one thing I recommend. Okay, in 2020 is decide which people you're going to follow. Okay, find the people that you think are the best people out there for what you're trying to do, what your goals are. Okay, YouTube needs to be about you. That's why I'm doing this video, because it's for you. Okay, what can I give you in 2020? Leave me a comment below that is going to help you with you and your business. Okay, do you guys want to see me set up campaigns? Do you want to see me split testing stuff? Do you want to see me more stuff about like my businesses that actually do really well? We're poised to have probably the best year we've ever had in 2020. If you'd like me to show you guys more of the stuff that I do with my businesses, I can do that. What's helpful? What's helpful to you? What would you like to see? Okay, and I do keep like a content calendar in my phone. So when somebody leaves me a comment that I'd like to see a video on this, I'll put it in my calendar. If I get to it, I get to it. If not, I don't. But I definitely take it into consideration. And if it's something that I think I can add value to on the internet, on YouTube, then I will definitely shoot a video on it. Sometimes people ask me stuff that just isn't really my specialty. Like if you were to ask me to do a video on like certain aspects of SEO, okay, I know about SEO and I have a guy that works for me that does SEO full time, but it's not something that I really like to go on the internet to talk about because I'm not trying to be an SEO expert. That's not what this channel is about, okay? If anything, I'm running campaigns, I'm doing affiliate marketing, I'm doing e-com. Those are the kind of things that I think this channel is gonna have the most benefit to you, because this is the kind of stuff I can show you guys. I can show you guys campaigns I'm running. I can show you guys, a lot of times I don't want to show you the whole campaign with the product, the ads, and everything, because people will steal it. But I can show you a lot of stuff, okay? And I think that's the best path for us to go on in 2020 is, tell me what you guys want. You want one 2 or 3 videos a week. What's your preferred? And then tell me what you would like to see on the channel. What's going to help you? Okay, that's why I'm doing this. Okay, I'm doing this for you. I'm doing this. I'm not doing this because I like to do. I like to do it, but I don't need to do it. Okay, and I'm doing it because I want you to have the best possible experience in 2020. Okay. And it's nice to see a campaign rolling right now. I spent the entire month of December setting up a lot of Google AdWords and whatnot for my businesses. That is really rolling right now. I have a lot of leads coming in every day, pouring in actually, like almost as many leads as we get in the high season coming in the slow season, which is great. I mean, we are kind of going into the high season right now, but we're killing it with the leads. The leads are just pouring in. I mean, you don't get a lot of closes this time of year because people are still kind of hemming and hawing what they're going to do, but it's going to turn into some nice business. I can promise you that. So I don't want to drag this out too long. I've already asked you guys, what schedule you'd like me to have, what I can do to help you out. Kind of want to end this with a quick story. And I think this is going to benefit all you. So if you stuck around to the end, I do appreciate it because you are a true fan and you like my stories because I do try to tell some stories on this channel because I have a lot of good stories. I mean, I've been in the nightclub business for years. I've owned my own company for almost 20 years, and pretty much I've seen it all. Okay, I'm a little bit older than probably most of the people that are watching these videos. Most of the guys on YouTube that are the millennials and the people that are younger, even the millennials. I'm not even sure what the generation is after the millennials is called, but those people are the ones that are starting to watch YouTube and stuff. It's kind of funny. But this story kind of goes back to my core business. Okay, and I was talking to one of my buddies today. He's kind of a buddy friend, whatever. He used to kind of work for me, and he's kind of at a low point in his life right now. He's already 40 years old. I'm not gonna sit there and give you all the details. I'm sure if he sees this, he'll know what I'm talking about. But I look back to where I was when I was 40. Okay, and I made the decision to move out to Las Vegas, and he made a recent decision to move out to Florida. Okay, so he moved from Chicago to Florida, and I moved from Chicago to Vegas when I was 40 years old. Okay, and what I've done in the last 7 years. Now it's taken me really 7 years to get to where I'm at. Okay, it wasn't like I came out to Vegas and I was making over I think last year we did 1.5. I don't know what I did for 2019. For 2018 on paper we did 1.5 million. 2019 I don't know if we went above or below 1.5. I know we started out the year really strong and I had a good year profit wise, but I don't think we did as big a numbers as in 2018. For whatever reason, it is what it is. It was still a good year. I mean, it was definitely over 7 figures. I know that. But, the fact of the matter was, what did I do in the last 7 years? And, what path did I take? Okay, so what I figured out after the first year in Las Vegas is that this whole internet thing, okay, is a big deal, okay? I knew that seeing all these people walking down the strip, and I was, promoting for the nightclubs, Hakkasan and Wet Republic at the time. I was a promotion manager for them. And I got out here and I realized real quick, I said, number one, there's a lot of people out here that are very competitive, and there's a lot of people out here that are smarter than me, because I was kind of stuck in Chicago in my own little bubble, had my own little company there, and I didn't really have anybody working for me, and one guy worked for me, and I pretty much ran everything by myself. So I didn't really get exposed to what was going on in the big corporations, like what they were doing marketing wise, what they were doing with their systems and stuff like that. And then I got out here and I worked for a big company. The company I think had 300 or 400 employees. Okay, and I'm like, wow. I walked into the office and it wasn't very long before I realized, holy cow, here's me. I'm the marketer and I'm the accountant and I'm the salesman and I do everything, okay, for the company, because I own the company and I'm a one-man show. Well, in this big company, there was a whole department for the marketing, and there's a whole department for finance, and there's a whole department for IT. Okay, I know I was by myself. I was a one-man show. I kind of still am. Okay, but it opened my eyes up. Okay, it opened my eyes up to the possibilities that are out there, wow, there's a lot more than meets the eye here. I was in my little bubble in Chicago for the last 10 years. And wow, here I'm seeing all this really, a lot of things. There's a lot of stuff that I didn't know. I saw some of the tactics that were being taught to the other hosts about Facebook. And I'm like, wow, I didn't know that. I thought I was a Facebook expert, but I didn't know that. And some of the marketing tactics and the designs and all that kind of stuff, like I was like a little bit better than what I could put out myself. I'm like, okay, well, this is interesting. So I put in my time there. I worked a year in there. I made the contacts I needed to make, and I knew that whole time that the money that was going to be made in Vegas needed to be made before the people landed. Okay, because what happens is if people land in Vegas, by the time they get from their hotel to anywhere on the strip, okay, they're going to be talked to by like at least 20 people. Okay, whether it's a promoter, whether it's a club crawl guy, or a bum, or a person dressed up like freaking stormtrooper, they're going to be talked to by at least 20 people between their hotel and where they go to eat lunch. Okay, so my idea was, okay, I got to figure out a way to systemize my business to where somehow those people, before they land, they talk to me and they've given me some money. Okay, they've given me, a deposit of some sort, whether it be $100, they bought tickets through me, they got a hotel room through me, whatever it is. They've made some kind of financial commitment to me and my business, okay, before they land. Once I figured that out, okay, that was the game changer, okay, because from that point on, I started getting predictable revenue because I started knowing every weekend kind of what I was already going to make. Now, I have some guys hit me up last minute, inevitably, or the day of, they want this, they want that. That happens, okay? But for the most part, most of my revenue comes in predictably now, okay? And when you have predictable revenue and you have predictable sales every month, okay, then you can start making business decisions, you can start investing back in your company, and you can start like hiring the right people to bring your revenue and your business to another level, okay? And that is what I did from like when I was like 41 and a half, 42. I was kind of still figuring it out, running my own company out here. And then from 42 to like 44, those 2 years, I really started to cash in. Okay, I started making some pretty good money, and I started doing affiliate marketing on the side in the slow season. So I had the business going in the summer, the affiliate marketing in the winter, and things just started to snowball. Okay, I hired a couple people. I think my one guy, Ross, has been with me for 4 years now. John's been with me for 3. My SEO guy's been with me for 3. My assistant's been with me for 11 years. So she's the rock, maybe even 12. I don't know. I don't even remember when she started, but it was so long ago. But she's the best. Thank God for my assistant. But the funny thing is like, like once I started getting the right people in place and getting the cogs in place and systematizing a lot of the stuff we started to do, and staying up on technology, taking a ton of classes. I've been spending money like it's going out of style on education for a number of years now, and things have really started to come around. Okay, it's nice having those months where you make like $40,000 or $50,000 in a month profit. Okay, it happens. It doesn't happen every single month, but it happens. I mean, it's a little bit of an up and down type of thing. But my Vegas business is like very predictable. Okay, I know we did $65K in revenue in May of last year. I can almost tell you with 100% certainty that we'll at least come close to that or beat it in 2020. Okay. That's a great feeling, okay? Running affiliate campaigns and running e-com stores and stuff like that, it's not as predictable as that, okay? You can hit one campaign and make a ton of money really quick, and then all of a sudden you don't have a good campaign running for a couple months, okay? So I don't like living my life to where, I'm like, worried about my next, bit of dollars coming in. I like to have something that's more of a rock, a stable in my life. It's not really a paycheck because I own the company, but it's definitely predictable. Okay, so the moral of the story here is, what are you going to do in 2020 to put a system in place? Okay, and maybe it is an e-com store or a brand. I wouldn't recommend just going after an affiliate campaign or going after an e-com product because that's probably not going to be too sustainable. Okay, you might make some quick bucks. You might make a nice campaign. You might have some nice money coming in. You might do a couple $1,000 a day when you're hitting good, which we are right now. But at the end of the day, you're really not building anything that's like predictable. Okay, so my challenge to you in 2020, and again, this channel is about you and teaching you the best I can to my abilities how to do what I do. And my challenge to you is to build some kind of system that is going to produce predictable revenue. Okay, that's the most, if I can give you any advice in 2020, it is you have to build something of substance. And to go back to the guy that, moved down to Florida, he's working for a company, he's doing some door-to-door type sales. And I'm just thinking to myself, talking to him, I'm like, man, he's just not going in the right direction. I mean, I think it was Warren Buffett said that unless you figure out how to make money in your sleep, you're going to basically be broke or work till the day you die, something along those lines. And that's exactly what he's doing. I mean, like, he's hustling during the day. At night, he's worried about, meeting girls and, this and that. I'm like, dude, like, you need to be spending like all your time right now. You're 40 years old, okay? You're where I was when I was 40, okay? I came out of Chicago. I had a little bit of revenue still coming out of Chicago. Halloween, New Year's events, part of a club, that kind of stuff. Promotion company still running there. But I was, knowing that I'm running out of time in terms of like my plan to retire at some point, I guess. And I, focused. I focused for the last 7 years. I've given up a lot of, dates, and I've given up a lot of, weekends and a lot of late nights that I could have been watching Netflix or keeping up on this or that. And I don't, because I know that I have to be working on these systems. Okay, these systems are what is going to make you money predictably in your future. Okay, right now, like, I know that I'm going to go to sleep, and because of a system we put into place, I'm going to wake up and we're going to have 25 leads or more in my inboxes. And when I go to bed tonight, I'm going to wake up and I'm going to have probably either 20, between PayPal and Stripe, probably 20 payments come in while I'm sleeping. Okay? Those are systems. That's what I'm talking about. Okay? You have to have systems that make you money while you sleep. All right? And, you need to be thinking about that. Okay? Be thinking about that at the gym. Be thinking about that while you're, sitting in the grocery store, going through the, grocery store. I listen to people on that. And you got to be thinking about how you can build a system. All right? So, that's my word of advice for 2020. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that story. I don't want to drag this on too much. We're going on 22 minutes right now. But happy 2020. Stick with me on this channel. I know I'm not a huge channel. And, I do try to put out some really valuable content. But let's work on your systems for 2020. And I'll talk to you later. I'm the Marketing Meathead. We'll see you later. Bye.